Hi all, this is Britta, the head of Adult Services at the DeKalb Public Library. Today we are going to take a quick look at Animal Crossing on the Nintendo Switch. Hopefully you'll enjoy it and will be inspired to do some gaming during the pandemic, especially if you're cooped up. So this is the main screen for the Nintendo Switch. Right now we only have Animal Crossing, so it's the only game that shows on our list. So what we're going to do is take the cursor and hit A. That's going to take us to our user, and you can see my little user icon there. And I'm going to go ahead and hit A again. Usually at the bottom of the screen, it's going to tell you which buttons are available to do what. So don't worry about not knowing what to push. So our game is loading. You can see in the lower right hand corner the little bobbing island. You'll see that every now and again. It means the game is saving. But for now, we're just going to wait for it to load. Here we are. Nook Incorporated Deserted Island Getaway Package. And here we have our new friends. So at the end of each text bubble, when it doesn't go any farther, hit the A button, and it'll take you to the next text bubble. So it looks like we're going on an adventure. So Timmy and Tommy are twins, if you can't tell, and they sound exactly alike. Alright, are you ready to get started? Let's do it. So this is going to ask you for your name and your birthday. You don't have to use your real name and you don't have to use your real birthday. You may want to use a date that you can remember, just in case it asks you that for some kind of security question, but you certainly don't have to give it your real birthday if you don't want. So, our name. I'm going to choose something that I will remember. So DKPL. And then my name. TTA. And then I'm going to move my cursor over to the lower right hand side here. I could just hit the plus button, or I can hit A on where it says confirm. Alright, am I okay with that as my name? Yeah, I think so. Don't include personal info or offensive words. This is actually a multiplayer game at some points, so you don't want to be offensive to anyone. So let's click on OK. And our birthday. So I can remember, I'm just going to leave it as January 1st. You can certainly change it to your birthday if you want. One of the neat things is if you do change it to your birthday, when your birthday rolls around, it throws a little birthday celebration for you. So you may want to set it as your real birthday if you want, but certainly don't feel that you need to. So I will go ahead and confirm that. Yeah, January 1st is my pretend birthday. Oh, a picture of me. Don't worry, it's not an actual picture of you. So here, we're going to be developing our little avatar that's going to be used in the game. So you can choose from a more male-looking character or a more female-looking character. I'm going to choose the female-looking character. You can choose different skin tones. You can choose, up at the top you'll see a menu. Well, right now it says skin tone. It's got an L on the left and an R on the right. So you can go back and forth between those things using the buttons at the top of the controllers, the L and the R, to choose different things. So what kind of hairstyle do we want. There's not too many to choose from. Every time you mouse over one, you can click on it and it will show you what it looks like. Let's choose the pigtails, why not? And then at the bottom we can choose hair color. Let's go with, I think we'll go with white hair, why not? Choose the kind of eyes that you want. There are all kinds of different ones, different shapes. Let's go with, ooh, maybe these. I like those. And then you can choose your eye color. We'll give the avatar green eyes. The next thing is the nose and the mouth. There are only 3 shapes that you can choose from the nose. The triangle, the little oval, and then the little rectangle there. I'm gonna say, let's go with the oval. And then there are 4 mouths you can choose. They're all relatively happy mouths. I don't think I want the little teeth there, but let's just go with a nice traditional smile. I think that's nice. And then the last option is the cheeks. It'll let you choose whether or not you want to have blush on your cheeks, if it's rosy or not, and then if so, if you want a more rosy or a more peach rosy. So we'll go with a kind of a rosy. And that's it. So we're going to hit confirm. Does everything look okay? Yeah, I think it does look okay. Alright, so now we're going to start talking about our new home on our desert island. Okay, so we get to choose whether we are in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. In this game, there are different things that are in different hemispheres at different times. So if you live in the United States, the kinds of things that will be happening on your island are different than what will be happening if you live in Australia and you have it set to the southern hemisphere. This could be anything from weather to the types of bugs that you find, fish that you find, sea creatures that you find. It's all just a little bit different based on which hemisphere you're in. So where do we live? We live in North America. You could choose elsewhere if you don't live in North America or you want to just be creative with your game. There's nothing saying you have to be truthful and say North America if that's where you live, but we're just going to go ahead and set ours for North America. Okay. Does it sound okay that we're suddenly in the Northern Hemisphere? We can either say okay, no, I want the Southern Hemisphere, or I'm not sure. And if we click on I'm not sure, it's going to give us a little bit more information. But we know we want to be in the Northern Hemisphere, so I'm just going to click on OK with my A button. Alright, very good. Oh, now we're going to get to choose a line. So we're going to be looking at some islands with different layouts. They're all the same size. They have a lot in common, but there are some differences. We'll be able to see that in just a moment. Okay, so we have 4 different islands we can choose from. One has kind of a pond in the middle-ish. That's kind of neat. There's another one that has kind of a U-shaped river. There's another one with kind of an X-shaped river. And then a final one with kind of a different U-shaped river near the top. And where you see the little leaf symbol, which is the Nook Incorporated symbol, that is where the main building is going to be placed. So it's already there. You don't get to choose where it is. But that's going to kind of be your home base for at least the beginning of the game. It's where a lot of the activities take place. So I'm going to choose this one that has the little lake because I think that's kind of neat. So I'm going to go ahead and select it with the A button. Is that the island I want? Yeah, I think it is. I could click on reconsider if I change my mind, or I clicked on the wrong thing, but we're going to go ahead and hit OK. Okay, we've got one final question. Gosh, if you could only bring one thing with you to a deserted island, what would it be? A sleeping bag, a lamp, some food, or something to kill time? Well, I'm gonna say probably a lamp, because you can probably find somewhere to sleep, cover yourself in leaves. You could probably find something to eat, and I'm sure there are things to kill time on the island. All kinds of things that you could look at, hiking and things like that. So I'm gonna say a lamp. And this is kind of a little personality test. Hypothetical question. Alright. Alright. Are you ready? We're going to be heading for our island. Alright. It's a very dark plane, apparently. Okay, so here we're going to learn about deserted island life. That looks very relaxing. Looks like there are a lot of different activities to do on the island. All kinds of different seasons, different characters. Looks like we've got some beaches. Alright, and you can see again in the lower right-hand corner our little seaplane. That's just saying that the game is saving and loading a new screen. So while we see that, we're just waiting. There's our island. We're here. I wonder who these other little creatures are with us. Okay, what is Timmy's one small request? We're gonna go to the plaza for an orientation session. Okay, so we're gonna use our little L in order to move. There we go. Now we gotta find our plaza, so I'm just gonna follow Timmy. And there we go. And this is what that little leaf was marked on our map, the plaza. Looks like we've got these other new friends following us. So right now, nothing is really happening. So what I'm going to do is go up to our new friend, Tom Nook, and hit the A button, and there we go. It takes us to the next screen. So looks like we've got Renee, who's a horse, Axel, who is an elephant, and then me. So the animals are the villagers who are on the island with you. You start off with 2, but as time goes by, more villagers can come to live on your island. Some may leave and you may get new ones, but they all have different personalities and are all different kind of animals. Alright, so now we're going to go through Mr. Nook's spiel here. So Tom Nook is the founder and president of Nook Inc. And you will see Nook Inc. everywhere on here. It's the brand of everything. We're going to choose a spot of our own. Okay, we're going to start with a tent. Alright, so I'm going to go up to either Timmy or Tommy here and hit my A button and see what he has to say. Oh, here we go. I have my very own tent. Now you do start off with a tent, but as the game goes by, you will work your way up to a house, and then a bigger and bigger sized house. Okay, so once we find the perfect spot, we're going to press X to see what our inventory has, and then select our tent to place it. Yes, we're going to get a map, which is nice. Be able to see where we are. So the final thing we're going to do in this video is place our tent. Right now we have to figure out where we want that to be. So if you'll notice, there are a bunch of trees here. So today is October 30th, so the leaves are yellow. During the summer they are green, but because we chose Northern Hemisphere, it follows along with our weather. And you'll see that they have apples on them. Each island can have one of 4 or 5 different fruits. We have apples, so we'll be trying to find some other fruits at some point so that we can have a bunch of different fruits. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do something along the river. This is kind of nice. Got the river right here. Got an apple tree. Yeah, I think this will be nice. So let's see what this looks like. I'm going to hit X, and there's my tent. So I'll hit A to access my tent, and hit build here. Okay, and that's going to show me the amount of space that the tent will take up. So should I put my tent here? Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So let me imagine it. So this is going to show me what it's going to look like. It's a preview. Okay, so this is what my tent would look like if I choose to put it here. Is this a good spot? Yeah, I think it is. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Alright! We got a tent! Alright. So that is where we're going to end for today. Hopefully we'll have some other videos that show you how to do some more advanced things and some more of the basic things in Animal Crossing. But really, Animal Crossing is kind of a leisurely adventure game. Walk around, push some buttons, see what happens. There is no one way to play it. It is not really competitive unless you want it to be competitive. So yeah, it's really just a joy to explore and get to know the other villagers on your island. So thank you so much for joining us, and I'm looking forward to videoing with you again soon. Thanks.